Hi, my name is Sandy Hogan. I am a special education preschool teacher. I have been teaching since 1993 in Chicago Public Schools, well over 20 years. Teaching was not my first career choice. I actually graduated from U of I in Champaign with a Bachelor of Science in Finance. Started working at AT&T, got married, and I had my first child. And then after I had him, I loved children, and I went back to school and was able to get my teaching certificate, my Type 4 certificate. And I've been teaching preschoolers ever since, and I love being a teacher. And education has always been a means to an end for me and my family. So I continued on, graduated from high school, I graduated from college, and then with the birth of my first child, I was able to see how much of a miracle it was and to see the development of my child, and I wanted to learn more about it, and I wanted to be able to make an impact on other students as well, other children as well. So I had three other children, uh, started teaching, and it's just everything just fit into my life, and so that's what I've been doing ever since 1993. The steps that I took to become a teacher, everything, it seems like it just all fell into place for me. Um, since I already had my BS in finance, I went back to Chicago State. At the time, in Illinois, you could go back to Chicago State, fulfill some credits or what they used to call deficiencies with the state, where you would send in your bachelor's degree to the state, and then the state would send you back a deficiency letter. So as long as you fulfill those deficiencies, the state would then, which included your teacher training, your student teaching. They would then, after everything was fulfilled, they would send you back a certificate. And that's how I received my first teaching certificate. Now, this question is interesting about when do I see myself retiring? When I was a young teacher, that's all I thought about. And now that I'm, a veteran teacher, I don't really think about retiring that much. I love the school that I'm at, so I don't even really think about retiring right now. I have good health, so maybe until I'm 54 now, maybe late 60s, maybe 70s. It depends on my health. I just really enjoy what I'm doing right now. I'm not even thinking about it. As a preschool teacher, I'm very familiar with social emotional learning, because I think teaching preschool students, you have to always check in. One of the songs that I like to sing with my students is a song about five little ducks and about some of the emotions that they have. The duck was angry, the duck was happy, the duck was sad, and we act them out during class. And so I'm very familiar with social emotional learning. And I'm very surprised this year. One of the first goals, especially with what's going on with the pandemic, in Chicago Public Schools in our curriculum this year is to focus on social emotional learning. And I'm so happy about that because it really impacts what's going on in our society today with the pandemic. So we will start every lesson this is going to be a school-wide goal, a district-wide goal. We're going to start every online lesson and activity. We're just checking in with students, asking them how they're doing, just seeing what's going on, and then spending some time, if they need to talk if they need to, because that's very important. Because if a student is is angry, or if a student is unhappy, or if a student is sad and they can't figure out what's going on, they're going to have a difficult time meeting and reaching a lot of their goals and being successful in school.